Okay, so today we are talking about brand positioning, differentiation in the digital age for today's brands. So it's about positioning a brand on the digital space, on the digital network, on the internet, on social media, on different websites. It's about creating a unique value proposition for a brand, and it's also about brand positioning includes the branding thing where we create the brand, we create the logo, the colors, the text, and everything, and then how we position it, how we place it in the market such that people have a closest perception of what the brand is, so they can perceive the brand for what it is like, and so that they are interested in it. So brand positioning refers to how a brand is perceived in relation to its competitors. So how we place a brand so that it can be compared to its competitors, and how it is perceived by the customers, by the people. It's not just about the product itself, but how it is perceived in the minds of consumers, like especially through ads, through marketing, through different brand elements. Essentially, it answers the question, why should I choose you over others? So we have to sort of write an answer to for this question, as in why should a customer choose our brand in over others instead of other brands? Why should one choose our brand? So a well-defined brand positioning helps establish a unique presence in the marketplace. Importance in today's marketplace, because since nowadays there are lots of brands, like in this picture, when in a common street there are so many shine boards, there are the glow sign, everything is shiny, everything is like leaded with colors, very colorful, lots of different colors. So it's difficult for it's for one brand to be seen, to be noticed. And also the customers, the attention span also, it's shortening. So people nowadays in digital space, they keep on scrolling the content, so they are not actually going through one until and unless they are hooked into it. So in an increasingly crowded marketplace, brand positioning is more crucial than ever. It helps brands stand out amidst digital noise and captures the attention of potential customers. With consumers exposed to countless brands and messages daily, having a clear positioning enables a brand to connect authentically and establish a lasting relationship with its audience. So nowadays, more and more brands are there. So every brand is creating content and then wanting to be seen. So there's also competition for consumers' attention. So that's why it's very important and crucial for brand to position itself in the marketplace in such a way that people choose that brand over others. So how it can be done, that we have to find it out, and then we have to sort of create a strategy around it. So frameworks for effective positioning. There are various frameworks that can help brands position themselves effectively. So frameworks, as in templates, there are templates, and then like that. So common tools include the brand positioning statement template, So brand positioning statement template is what you can remember, which articulates who the target audience is, what category the brand belongs to, its unique benefits, and the proof that supports those claims. Understanding these frameworks enable brands to craft strong positioning strategies that resonates with their audience. So essentially, when we create the brand positioning statement, we can use different templates. You can search it on Google. You will get different variations of the template. One such variation, which I it's credible and then it's good. So I have just used it here. So especially this photo, like you all can go through this, but essentially what I want to discuss is just this picture. So this is like a positioning statement template. When you want to compare yourself to a competitor, for then we write the target customer audience need your product addresses, name of your product service that needs, say, like for XYZ, for teenagers, for young people, or for women, for men that need maybe graphics design services, then a defined product category in here, that how does your product solve your customers need in a sentence. Unlike your competitor's name in here, our product, how is your product different from your competition? So there we answer it here. And then there are other things. So this is like a template. Fill up the gaps, fill in the blanks. So we answer the question in here, and then we get a brand positioning statement. For another example, let's go to document big brands. For McDonald's, is this, say, this is Starbucks. There's also for Tesla and others as well. Okay, so we go. So McDonald's brand positioning for individuals looking for a quick service restaurant with an exceptional customer experience. McDonald's is a leader in the fast food industry. So this is like the brand positioning statement, and using this as a base, everything, even the unique value proposition, the how the logo should look, how what colors we should use, how the tone and the voice of the brand should be created. So all of those will be discussed. So Starbucks pride to provide coffee beverages and snacks to customers of all ages, delivering high-end products and convenient services. We are committed to remaining the world's leader in quality, consumer-driven service, and an inviting atmosphere. So this essentially looks like the bio in our social media accounts, or like the description of a brand. So that description, essentially we are creating it in form of a template, and that one is crucial for a brand. It's not just a bio, it's a brand positioning statement. So using that statement, uh, we create the online value propositions, we create the logo, we create everything, and then that sort of the entire brand, how it is perceived, depends on this statement. So this statement is also like usually we do not hear the term brand positioning statement like this, because this is the inner functioning of a brand. So between the teams of the brand, they will have this positioning statement, and then whatever decision the team takes for the customers, it will be vested on this statement itself. So this is like a back end statement, and the front end statement are those unique selling propositions, USP, the unique value proposition, UVP, and all those. And then, of course, then customers will be seeing logo, they will be seeing the colors, the text, because customers essentially are not interested in what the statement is. They are more interested in what the function is. So the function of these brands, say for Starbucks, is to provide coffee beverages and snacks to customers of all ages. So they are targeting customers who need coffee beverages and snacks. So who needs coffee beverages and snacks of all ages? So they are not looking for a brand positioning statement. So from a customer's point of view, this is not that much relevant. But from a brand perspective, from a marketer's perspective, it is very important and crucial, because that's how we position the brand, and that's how we will have the key elements of the brand designed. And then this also, it will be shared with the teams and with everyone who's there, who's responsible for the brand identity creations and the and other marketing team. So that they, all of them, they adhere to the same commitment, essentially. So we are committed to remaining the world's leader in quality. So that's how their voice, their tone will be. So they will write everything in a way that they are the world's leader in quality. Consumer driven service, so they will be talking more about the consumer and rather than their own benefits and all. And an inviting atmosphere, so even the tone also have to be sort of calm and inviting, welcoming. So it will be sort of may not be very fancy or like very bombastic, but then it will be very soft and welcoming. So there's we can go for brand positioning statement, say. So Tesla, Apple, they all will have. This is Tesla. Let's go for the. Okay. So this is in relation to the in here. This is a more detailed one. So Tesla's positioning statement. This, of course, is an example. So for customers who want climate-aware automobiles, Tesla is a hybrid automobile company that offers a guilt-free trip every time. So customers can make a small impact on the world because Tesla has shown extreme innovation and willingness to make a difference. So it has the target market, the brand name, the category, what they are dealing in, the niche market, a guilt-free trip every time. So point of difference, how they are differentiating themselves from competitors in this hybrid automobile company, because there are many different brands who are creating hybrid automobile cars, which like essentially the one that runs on like the electric ones. So customers can make small impact on the world. This is the end benefit that they are showing. So there's greenhouse emissions, there are CO2, and then there are carbon credits nowadays. So for electrical vehicles, people who are flying, so they the developed nations are doing it with how much carbon footprints they are spreading. So for individuals, this is another statement. For individuals who want the best in electric vehicles, Tesla is the leading brand that emphasizes technological innovation and sustainability. So similarly, we go for Apple. Apple, this one is that. Let's see this one. So we have target the brand category, point of difference, and benefit, reason to believe, just like we have in the Tesla's case. So it's for individuals who want the best personal computer or mobile device. Apple is the leader of technology industry. This is the category. Like this is technology industry. They deal in technological industry niche. They are in that delivers the most innovative products. Most innovative products is the a point of difference that they are pioneers in that, so they can enjoy seamless experiences across all Apple devices and be empowered. So this is the end benefit that they are pushing for their clients, that the clients will be experiencing seamless experience across all Apple devices and be empowered with breakthrough services. Because they have reason to believe Apple takes an innovative approach to business, best practices, considering the impact our products have on customers and the planet. So essentially, we create a statement. It has say this: the target, the brand category, point of difference, and benefit, reason to believe. So for the brand that we are creating, once we have this statement, then from this statement, it will be very easy to create the unique value proposition and to see how the logo should look, what colors should be used, because it says that we go for the keywords. Most innovative products. So they are looking to empower with breakthrough services. Innovative is another word. So they are innovative, business best practices, and they want to impact on the planet as well, like that. So then the logo can be created from this statement, since there's already a logo for Apple for this. So it has different types of styling that keeps on changing. Okay. So a quick revision. We are talking about brand positioning. And since now it's about positioning a brand in the marketplace, because there are more and more brands, and then even for glow signboards, like this is like in traditional marketing. So just like in example of traditional marketing, there are many glow signboards in this example, and then everyone is sort of fighting for attention. They are putting big lights, big screen, then different colors, so that the eyes will attract the eyes of the consumers, and then eventually it will lead to sales. So in digital medium, that also it's all about attention, and how we position our brand in a saturated market, such that it is perceived as such as consumers will be choosing our brand instead of as the other competitor brands. So so for framework of effective positioning, there's brand positioning statement templates. You can look for it on the internet, and then we are just discussing. Since it's a template, it's not a staple thing that you need to follow that. But then essentially what we are discussing here is these are a good form of positioning statement, a template, where we have to include the target market, the brand, category, point of difference, and benefit, reason to believe. So, which articulates who the target audience is, what category the brand belongs to, its unique benefits, and the proof that supports those claims. So, target market, brand, category, point of difference, it's like the competition, how it's different from its competitors, the end benefit, and then a reason to believe this end benefit. Why will people believe when they say that if somebody uses a Tesla, then that person will be making a small impact on the world? How driving Tesla can make a small impact on the world? Tesla has shown Tesla has shown extreme innovation and willingness to make a difference. So Tesla is essentially like sort of like working on it. That's their vision. So that's what how they are placing the reason to believe. If you go through it on the internet on Google, you will have different types of documents, and then it's always good to do your own research with everything that we have discussed on the class as well. It's always good to do your own research because it's either or. If you are not understanding the way that I am teaching it, then maybe somebody else's pattern of teaching um, will be more understandable to you. So you will be able to understand that way better. So it's always good to search, it's always good to look for answers, not that one particular sir like me, I am saying, I'm trying to explain something you don't understand. It does not mean that you are not capable. It only means that what I am trying to explain, you are not being able to understand that. So if you go to Google and then you just start asking questions, brand positioning statement, or like you go to normal Google. I usually like going to images because it has proper examples of image. On here also you will get different articles if you're good with that. If you write to read long, or you can just directly go to images and then you will have examples of this. You can also ask template, brand positioning statement template. So there are lots of different pictures with the template. So this is Nikon. This is for the camera, Nikon brand, and so on. So understanding these frameworks enables brand to craft strong positioning strategies that resonate with their audience. So this in here for the campaigns, we are talking about the target audience. We are talking about like targeting our audience to the demographics, to their age, to their place, location, and the interests, and all those. So if we have a brand positioning statement, then we know who the target audience is. We can further elaborate it to the age section, the interests, and all those. And then we have the unique value proposition as well, that the end benefit is the unique the brand, the value proposition that they are bringing. We can either copy paste it directly, or we can like further enhance it, say it in a more entertaining and engaging manner. And then we have other statements. We have the category, which the category will be dealing in. So this one, it focuses, it sort of makes it clear the functioning of a brand, and how we can position that brand in a saturated marketplace, how we will place the brand essentially in that marketplace. So, challenges of saturation. Since in today's digital space, saturation is a significant challenge for brands. With overwhelming number of messages competing for attention, it becomes essential to differentiate one's brand effectively. So these messages, it means the brand messages. Like every brand are saying, "I want this, I want." They are like saying, "I can give you this, I can give you that." All brands are trying to sell. All brands are saying different things in different ways. So since there are lots of statements, lots of messages, that's why it becomes essential to differentiate one's brand effectively. Brands must find innovative ways to engage with potential customers and break through the clutter by being unique and relevant. Not only unique, they have to be relevant to their target market. Impact of short attention span. This is where even the reels, the all the times for the reels and everything, as it's changing constantly. There's sorry, 15 second shorts. There's 30 seconds reels. So modern consumers have shorter attention spans, often scrolling through social media and skimming content quickly. This behavior makes it difficult for brands to capture interest. Effective brand positioning addresses this challenge by creating compelling and memorable messages that resonate with audience, making them stop and take notice. So, this statement, when we create, and we can break it down, and then we can have the online value propositions and all those. We can also directly use this statement as well. But then this statement, mostly it's used in the a softer version of it is used in the bio, the description, or about us sections. So it creating compelling and memorable messages that resonate with audience. So it's easier for somebody to understand also, if they read something short like this. If it's too long, then it becomes difficult for people to understand. So if it's shorter, it's better. So making them stop and take notice. So that's, we are positioning them so that people will stop and take notice. Consequences of poor positioning. If a brand fails to position itself effectively, it risks become invisible in the crowded marketplace. Poor positioning can lead to confusion among consumers, decreased brand loyalty, and ultimately lost sales. So poor positioning, if it's good positioning, that means people will understand what your brand is trying to do. If it's a poor positioning, then people won't be understanding what your brand is trying to do. And as well as, if it's too poor positioning, then people would further get confused that what you're trying to say, if in here, what you're trying to achieve as a brand. So people will get confused, and if they are confused, then there will be decreased brand loyalty and ultimately lost sales. If they are confused, then they won't be buying your product or your service. Establishing strong brand positioning is crucial for preventing these negative outcomes and ensuring that the brand is recognized and valued. That's why we need to have strong brand positioning, so that we can prevent these negative outcomes. So when we position clearly. Clear positioning provides numerous advantage for a brand. It helps to cut through the noise in the crowded market, making it easier for potential customers to recognize and remember the brand. When a brand effectively communicates its unique value proposition, it attracts the right audience and fosters a sense of belonging and loyalty among existing customers. So, just by a statement, we can attract the right audience and foster a sense of belonging and loyalty among existing customers. So, at first, we need to have a statement what we are trying to tell to our customers, and using effective marketing campaigns, we take that message to our target audience. So, at first, we need to have a message, and then we push that message to we do campaigns, we do Google ads, we do other sort of campaigns, social media campaigns, we do even like hashtag campaigns and all, also maybe on social media, different type of marketing campaigns. And we take essentially the message that we get from here, the unique value proposition that we do. So that message, using very engaging visuals and engaging design, we take it to the audience so that the audience goes through our statement, our positioning, and then they have a perception of what our brand is. Because at first when they see, it will be just happen in their mind. They have not bought the product or the services yet. Once when they buy the product, they get your service, only then they will be able to experience it. Before experiencing, it's just perception. So when we are doing brand awareness campaigns, then we have to have a clear positioning, and that positioning we are pushing it using campaigns to our potential customers, so that it attracts the right audience and fosters a sense of belonging and loyalty among existing customers. Building audience recognition. One of the key benefits of clear positioning is its ability to build audience recognition. When consumers clearly understand what a brand stands for and how it differentiates itself from competitors, they are more likely to choose that brand because they are aware. Like in the previous classes, we discussed about the how the power is shifting from the brand to the consumers. So before, in traditional marketing, it was just one way. We will see ads on TV, and then we will have a perception, and then they will keep on sort of working on that perception itself, so that they will it have brand ambassadors. They will have different ads every year. They will be creating, they will keep on creating different ads, and then that's how they will keep on increasing in that perception. They will keep on saying that my product is the best, and then since you are glued to that brand, you know only the name of that brand. So our mind, it usually would not allow us to try another brand, because we will be like we are not seeing ads of this brand, so maybe this brand is not that good. So the usual perception before, earlier, it was like that. Now with the social media, the digital internet media, that people are coming together, they are discussing about each and everything nowadays on the internet, may it be personal life, may it be work or anything. So but they can discuss, and then like in the classes that we are seeing, how reviews, comments and all are important, how it's important to address the issues with truthfulness. So nowadays consumers want to be aware, and they want to compare products. The like there's also, say, we can do Ryzen say 5 versus Intel. I don't know if you guys do that or not. But then, but if I have to buy a machine or anything tech, then I usually go this, and then I maybe Apple, iPhone, say 17 versus Samsung S25 Ultra. Okay, so there are lots of websites as well for that comparison, where there will be a side to side comparison like game Ryzen 5. This is i5. So GTA, probably this one is gaming performance and all those. So essentially, what I'm trying to tell is there's comparison. So people like to compare. They like to be aware. So like this particular website is giving iPhone 81 and Samsung a 95 upon 100, because the display resolution is better, more RAM, CPU clock speed is more, octa-core. Then there's this. So people will go through this and then they will choose. They know what Samsung does. They know people know what Apple does. So nowadays that power is shifting to the consumers. So when a person is aware of what a brand stands for and how it differentiates itself from competitors, they are more likely to choose that brand. This recognition not only aids in immediate purchasing decisions, but also ensures that the brand stays top of mind for future needs. So once they are aware and once they know that they are what they are paying for and what they are receiving, once they know that, then they won't be switching to another brand easily. If they are not receiving what they are expecting, then maybe they will switch. But if what we are telling them is what we are giving them, so then and they know why they are giving, so then they will stick to the brand, and then that one will enhance customer loyalty. So it's also to give you a like more clear perspective, since the power is shifting from the brands to the consumers. It's also like a moral science thing. Like we had a subject in India. I'm not sure if you had it too in there in Uganda. So in India, we had a subject previously. Nowadays, they call it a little bit different, I think. So when back in 2000, I cleared my class 10th on in the year 2002. So I'm quite old. So those days there was a subject called moral science. So it was about morality, about what people should do. Like it was essentially like the combination of the what the religious books, no matter what God you believe in, what God you understand. So it was like a combination of the holy books. Which one will say that you should not do this? You should. This one is better. How you should treat to you with your neighbors and things like that. So nowadays, since that power is shifting from the brands to consumers, nowadays it's more essential for people to stick to morality, to do what they are saying. So if you say one thing and you do another thing, then people will come to your website, they will come to your Google page, and then they will leave bad reviews, and then they will do a bad word of mouth. They will be saying bad about your brand, and then dealing with those negative comments is it's more difficult, because there are I forgot the term. So it was there was like another department which deals with negative comments. So essentially, that's a part of public relations, like that. So for public relation, they would be dealing with those negative comments. Usually, celebrities and all have to do with that a lot, because if they get negative comments and then they have some big movies and all coming up, political parties have to deal with that a lot. So that one becomes like a tedious and costly affair. So but then essentially, if the brands they stick to the morality question, they stay human, they behave like a human, they become like a like a human being, a brand, then but all of this, whatever we are learning in the class, this brand positioning and all of this, it becomes very clear. It becomes very easy to understand. So that's why the power is shifting from the brands to the consumers. And since more and more consumers are like coming in, being active on the internet, so like it's more and more important also for brands to take notice of their trends, and then to have clear statements as the brand positioning statements. Okay, so purchasing decisions, yes. So creating emotional connects. So effective positioning goes beyond just product features. It taps into emotions of consumers. By crafting messages that resonate emotionally, brands can create profound connections with their audience. This emotional engagement fosters brand loyalty, encouraging customers to advocate for the brand and share their positive experiences with others. So, this is a benefit of a clear positioning. So, when we are creating a positioning statement, this one was Tesla, maybe was it? Okay. So, see, like Tesla has a guilt-free trip every time. So, I am not sure. Okay, so maybe even if you have not, then carbon. Sorry, that's carbon credits, and then there's carbon footprints. So the world now, because of global warming, because of more and more, like global warming is an issue. Many people they are saying that it's not actually happening. Many people are saying that it's actually happening, and there's also devastation and all. There's other debate and all, but then essentially there have started a business. So nowadays, companies they buy carbon credits. So what carbon footprints, so that they can uh, say that a factory is producing smoke. So when they are producing smoke, so they will also buy forest land, or they will help in plantation of trees. So there's a calculation. So what part of your carbon footprint? So the transport we are doing is like a major one, and then we have house food and household. The smoke that we cook, that also is bringing up smoke. The transportation that we are doing, bikes, cars, everything. But of course, this piece of information is not to make you feel guilty or anything. So this is just to discuss what the world is talking about. Then even electricity also, the way electricity is produced, there's phone and internet, there's recycling, then there's water uses, then even carbon footprints for say for this vehicular, the transport, carbon footprints for air flights. So air travel accounted for more than two-thirds of the author's annual emission. Okay, this is for the one who wrote it. But then planes have 13,500 kg of the carbon emissions. Maybe it's for one particular year or till that. So, but when a flight aeroplane it flies, then there's carbon footprints. So then there are like basically carbon dioxide is produced for domestic flight, long haul flight. So there are even the cars, the bus we use, the domestic rail, the coach, the bikes we ride, all of those produces carbon dioxide. So there's carbon emission. So equating that, there's also carbon credits. So the carbon credit it will be in plus if big companies and all they are buying it. And then for big brands it's actually happening. And then for the world leaders, the developed nations are already talking about it. That's why, since the new world are talking about it, Tesla has a guilt-free trip every time. This is the point of difference. Since Tesla is saying that like they are climate-aware automobiles, so Tesla is pitching the idea of carbon credits, and that you will have a guilt-free trip every time. You will make a small impact on the world. How? Because Tesla has shown extreme innovation and willingness to make a difference, and then your carbon footprint will be less. So that's how they are tapping into an emotional statement where people they like being connected, and they like being responsible of their own actions. Take ownership of your actions. So like that, the Tesla is connecting, crafting messages that resonates emotionally. So brands can create profound connections with their audience. Even Apple also will have similar, but then Apple mostly is pitching on the innovation thing. So this emotional engagement fosters brand loyalty, encouraging customers to advocate for the brand and share their positive experience with others. Then differentiation types, like the type of statement that we can create. Essentially, the point of difference that we are talking about. So we can have either price, quality, niche, value, or emotional statements in our brand positioning. So there are various types of differentiation strategies, as in how a brand can differentiate itself from another brand that brands can adopt. Price based differentiation focuses on being the cheapest option. So, if it's a price based differentiation, it will be like our price is the best price, the lowest price in the market, things like that. Quality based differentiation emphasizes superior quality and premium experience. So that's how you will differentiate the brand from different brand in that particular category. Niche based differentiation serves a specific demographic or interest group, that can be for a particular, say, maybe a logistic sector of a bigger business. So, or maybe for a particular interest, like particular group, maybe for mothers, only for mothers. Okay, we have examples here, then this will become a little bit more clear. So value based differentiation delivers more than what customers expect, and emotional differentiation connects through storytelling and brand values. So it talks about values, like in the example of Tesla. So for instance, brand like Techno. So there's a mobile brand. There's a mobile brand called Techno. So Techno Mobile, they position themselves as their price based differentiation by offering affordable smartphones. So the prices are pretty low. The brand is okayish brand. We're not getting much features, but then for the price, they are sort of okayish to buy, like almost like worth it. So Apple exemplifies quality based differentiation by providing premium products. So there's the difference between Apple and Techno. Niche based differentiation can be seen in organizations like Mama Tendo Foundation. I found out this, that Mama Tendo Foundation, they are doing good work with mothers. They don't have too much of online digital presence as such, but then they are doing good work. So they are essentially for mothers. Let's try to see. Helps families, especially women as mothers, to cope with parenting, work, and the pressure of raising a family. So they are working with a niche mostly to women needs and then specifically to like women as mothers. So Airtel Uganda demonstrates value-based differentiation by promoting more for less, like they are giving more value for less money. It's not the price-based differentiation where they are doing the cheapest work, but they are doing giving more for less. While Coca-Cola capitalizes on emotional differentiation by evoking feelings of happiness. So Coca-Cola has all of the campaigns that Coca-Cola has, like Share a Coke, and those campaigns are focused on evoking feelings of happiness because they have a emotional differentiation. To stand out in today's competitive landscape, brands should focus on authenticity, clear messaging, and understanding their unique selling proposition, creating engaging content that reflects the brand's personality and values can captivate the audience. Additionally, leveraging social proof like customer testimonials and maintaining consistency across all channels helps reinforce the brand's identity and position. So we have of course, nowadays the brand should be authentic. Earlier, there were like like it that also is a very controversial thing. But then say like East India Company is a company that came to India like a British joint stock company founded 1600 to trade with the East Indies. So this is a history of India because East India Company essentially colonized India. So they were a business entity. They were sort of like a brand. So that brand it came and then it occupied. So that one was sort of part of I don't know like how to place it, but then that's a part of history. Not blaming the current people who are living in UK or the native people there, but then that one it's just to show the difference in how the power is shifting. So what they were selling, they could also hide it. They were doing another thing and then telling another thing. Essentially, they were lying to the people. They were lying to the people selling. They were lying to the governments. East India Company also is responsible for maybe they stretched in Japan where there was fight with the samurais and all those. They were selling guns and all those. So East India Company essentially was saying that they were helping, but in fact they were breaking the traditional businesses so that their customer base will increase. So they were not being authentic. They were lying. So nowadays, brands should focus on authenticity. Of course, this is like sort of like an extreme case. I'm not blaming that. I'm not saying East India Company was evil or like bad. I'm just saying that their business policies were very different than before. It was brands having the power. Now it's customers having the power, consumers having the power. So there's usually many for oil spills. Even there's lots of for British Petroleum, maybe BP. So Deepwater Horizontal oil spill, it was BP operated prospect. So it's British Petroleum. They have different oil spills. Now people are aware. Earlier, if there was oil spills, if there were loss of, no matter what problem, then people won't be knowing about it. nowadays internet is there. There's they can get the news almost spontaneously in the same time. That's why it's like British Petroleum is the brand. And like what I'm at is that brand should have a clear messaging. They should address the issues with transparency. BP had a lot of this like negative comments because they were not clear on clearing out some of the previous oil spills. I'm not sure how they are doing it now, like if they are doing better or not. And then understanding their unique selling proposition. So the business part is business part, but then those problems and all also is where the brands have to address. So brands should be authentic. So this say these two examples are like little bit on the extreme side, but then there are smaller businesses also that like if you go to one shop, they try to sell you something. They say that shoe is very good. You bring it home and then it wears out in just 2 days, 3 days, and then you won't be trusting that business or trusting that shop again. So it's like sort of like the similar thing. So a brand should focus on being authentic. They should have clear messaging and they should understand what their unique selling proposition is. Creating engaging content that reflect the brand's personality and values can captivate the audience. Additionally, leveraging social proof like customer testimonials and maintaining consistency across all channels, like in Play Store that we were checking in the previous class. And there's even on different purchasing e-commerce websites also we go through the reviews, the rating of that product or service, and a brand should maintain their statements, their brand across all channels so that it reinforces the brand's identity and position, like it increases it strengthens the brand's identity and position. So positioning strategies in an increasingly digital world, a strong online presence is vital for successful brand positioning. Brands should focus on optimizing their websites for search engines. This is where SEO come into place. Maintaining active social media profiles, and more is not better nowadays. Nowadays, less is better. Like if you can say, suppose Facebook is available in Uganda, then there's lots of different channels. So you have to select only those channels where you can be active. Not like you open a Facebook account or you open a Twitter account and then you hardly check Twitter, or that brand hardly checks Twitter. Then people who would be trying to reach you in Twitter, they won't get any replies. So that one will have negative impact instead of good. So they have to be active, maintaining active social media profiles. So if wherever you open account of that brand, so we have to be sure that we stay active and engaging with their audience through regular content updates. Investing in digital marketing strategies ensures that the brand remains visible and accessible to potential customers. So once we have created a brand positioning, once we have created the accounts, the websites, we did the SEO, we did everything. After then, it's most beneficial to do the digital marketing campaigns. So before it also we can do digital marketing campaigns, but then the results will be lesser than if all of these tools are there created. So essentially that's how funnel is. So funnel is like the normal funnel. So funnel showing you again. So that's our funnel. awareness, consideration, conversion, loyalty, advocacy. So, funnel. So, importance of visual branding. Visual branding plays a crucial role in brand positioning as it supports the brand's message and identity. Elements like logo design, color schemes, typography should be chosen carefully to resonate with the audience and convey the brand's personality. Consistency in visual branding across all touchpoints strengthens recognition and builds trust with consumers. So the content, the designing that you are learning, essentially that one will be used if you're doing in the business field. If you go to entertainment sector or you go to a different sector, then it's of course a different thing. But then if you are going into business, you're going into the uh, the commercial point to financial the brand building and all, then the talents that you are learning, it essentially will be a part of brand building. So where you will be creating the visuals, and of course if you are a digital marketer, you're doing the marketing, then you'd be planning out creating strategies for everything. Yeah, so there's consistency is important, and I'm sure that you all are doing quite good, maybe in your designing classes. So visual branding is a part of brand positioning. When crafting positioning strategies, brands should avoid common pitfalls such as trying to please everyone. So it says that if we please everyone, it means we are not targeting. So pleasing everyone will also dilute the message. So trying to cope large competitors instead of developing a unique voice can lead to lack of authenticity. So if we are trying to pull in everybody, then we won't have a proper target. And if we don't have a proper target, then we won't be able to have a clear statement and have like have a differentiation to that. Additionally, inconsistency in messaging or branding can confuse customers. So, maintaining clarity and coherence across all channels is essential. So, this one is point one, this is point two. So, we should not be trying to please everyone. So that brings us to the end of today's class. So, in conclusion, strong brand positioning is essential in digital age. It helps distinguish a brand from competitors, fosters recognition, loyalty, and emotional connections with consumers. By utilizing effective differentiation strategies and avoiding common pitfalls, brands can create impactful identities that resonate and stand out in a crowded marketplace. So that's it for brand positioning. If you have any questions, okay, do you have any questions? Okay. Okay, then we will call it a day then.